You think the version 4.2 anniversary update is massive? You're looking at the wrong patch. Data miners just ripped the lid off versions 4.3 and 4.4, and Hoyoverse is hiding a total meta wipe. Forget everything you know about Blade, Himeko, and the current DPS ceiling. Here is the bleeding edge intel the mainstream hasn't caught on to yet. If you are draining your account on the current banners, you need to stop and listen. The landscape of Honkai Star Rail is shifting faster than we anticipated. We're moving away from traditional hypercarries and stepping into an era of massive path reworks, alternate character forms, and a collab wave that will completely drain your Jade reserves. Let's break down the exact timeline of what is coming over the next 3 months, starting with the reality check of version 4.2. Right now, the community is hyped about 4.2, and for good reason. So Laughed the Masses officially brought the Elation Path to the playable roster. We finally got the level 999 variant of Silver Wolf. She's dominating the meta by creating a literal God mode zone where allies burn skill points to trigger massive off-turn special attacks. We also saw the massive legacy buffs, Firefly's Super Break jumping to 150%, and Sealy finally getting the speed tweaks she desperately needed to stay relevant. But here's the trap. Hoyoverse is giving us these massive legacy buffs to drain our Jades right before dropping the real heavy hitters. Silver Wolf 999 is amazing, but she's a setup piece for the absolute monsters arriving in 4.3. The Express got renovated, co-op is here, and the hype is blinding everyone to what is actually right around the corner. Welcome to version 4.3 expected this June. This is where the meta breaks. We have been waiting for SP or alternate forms of characters, and 4.3 delivers the most anticipated one yet, SP Blade.
Trackers are currently calling him Nihilux Blade. He is getting a complete rework in his story, his path, his element, and entirely in his playstyle. The current leaks suggest he is shifting away from his HP-consuming bruiser playstyle into a hyper-aggressive, skill point-devouring DPS. Let's talk about exactly how Nihilux Blade functions. Instead of sacrificing his own HP, the leaks suggest he siphons energy and skill points directly from your own team, converting it into raw, uncapped imaginary damage. This means you will need an incredibly specific team composition to keep him fueled, likely pairing him with Evanisha from the second half of 4.2, who specializes in energy looping. Remember that Silver Wolf God Mode zone we just talked about? Nihilux Blade is engineered to abuse it. He is going to be the ultimate glass cannon, and if the data mined multipliers hold true, he will instantly power creep the current top-tier destruction units. If you are a Blade main, this isn't just an upgrade. It's a completely new character you absolutely must save for. Every Jade you spend right now is a Jade you won't have for the biggest DPS spike in the game's history. But Hoyoverse isn't letting us breathe. Dropping right alongside the new SP units in 4.3 is the heavily rumored Wave 2 of the Fate Stay Night collaboration. Wave 1 gave us Saber and Archer, which were incredibly successful, and shifted team building entirely. Now, back-end data points strongly point to Gilgamesh and Rin Tosaka entering the fray. Gilgamesh is expected to be a premium erudition or hunt unit, utilizing his Gate of Babylon for massive multi-hit follow-up attacks that chain infinitely as long as you have the energy regeneration to sustain it. Rin Tosaka, on the other hand, is rumored to be a Harmony unit that provides a unique Gem Magecraft buff, allowing her DPS to bypass elemental resistances entirely for 2 turns. If you skipped the first collab, you cannot afford to miss this one. Collab units rarely rerun, making them the most high-value targets in the game for both collectors and meta slaves alike. Looking even further ahead to versions 4.4 and 4.5, the SP train does not stop. Early whispers in the data mining community suggest SP Himeko will arrive in 4.4, and she will be the undisputed strongest unit of the entire 4.x era. She is expected to bring a completely new mechanic tied to area of effect execution. Imagine her current follow-up attack, but scaled to wipe entire waves, regardless of weakness type. Following her, we are looking at SP Robin in 4.5, who will redefine tempo control and team-wide buffing, and the arrival of Sujilite from the IPC's 10 Stonehearts in 4.6. Sujilite's kit is deeply tied to manipulation and debuffs, marking a massive win for Nihility teams. He is going to be the premium sustain and debuffer we have been asking for since the Penacony arc. The bottom line, the 4.2 anniversary is a bait banner. It looks incredible, it plays incredible, but it is designed to empty your wallet right before the real meta-defining units arrive. The true account-changing characters are hiding just over the horizon in 4.3 and 4.4. Hold your jades, plan your pulls carefully, and don't get caught off guard by Nihilux Blade or the Fate collab. I will be tracking these leaks every single day. Hit that subscribe button right now, because the second the raw kit numbers for these units decrypt and go live on the beta servers, I'll have the full mathematical breakdown waiting for you. Stay smart with your polls, and I'll see you in the next one.